Hey everyone, so tonight we are having tortellini soup. It's hearty, it's rich, and it's done in under 30 minutes. Perfect for those weekday nights that you do not feel like cooking shit. Like you just get home from work and you want something hearty and filling, and you don't want to stand in the kitchen for too long. So these are all the ingredients that are in the soup, and I will have all of them listed in the description. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing for more cooking content. In a soup pot with a little bit of olive oil, you're going to go ahead and brown your sausage. Get it browned up to almost about halfway, when like half of the sausage is brown and the rest of it is still pink. And you want to cut it up but not too small. You want to leave a little bit of chunk in there to where there's a little texture in the soup. Then once your sausage is about halfway done, you want to put half an onion in the pot and cook the onions down with the sausage until it's about translucent. And this is about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. You want to throw that in once your meat is done and the onions are translucent. And you want to cook the garlic down till it's fragrant. You don't want it to like cook like all the way through or even get burned. So just make sure you incorporate it well. And then once the garlic is done, I used a 1 cup of crushed tomatoes, and you want to cook that in with your sausage to get that raw tomatoey taste off. And then once that is done, you want to add about 4 cups of chicken broth. I use chicken broth, but you can use vegetable stock if that's what you want to do. And once the chicken broth is in there and everything's well incorporated, I start seasoning with my dry Italian seasoning, and a lot of it because I like a lot of Italian seasoning. And I go ahead and give that a mix. I do eventually put salt in here, but you want to be careful with the salts if you're using like chicken stock, because the stock is already salty, so you don't want to do too much salt. I also added some pepper off camera. And you want to get your broth to a simmer boil. And once you see all the grease and stuff float on the top, you want to kind of just like skim all of that off, because that's just all the grease and the fat that rose to the surface. After you got the broth to about a simmer, go ahead and add your packaged tortellini and cook it to the instructions on the package. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes to for the tortellini to cook all the way through. Now after 4 minutes, the tortellini was done, so I added some heavy whipping cream to the pot just to give the soup more richness. And once that was done, I added my leafy green of choice, which I chose spinach. You could definitely put kale in here, but I decided to go with spinach because that's what I had on hand in the house. You want to make sure that spinach goes into the pot until it gets cooked down into there. And at this point, you can choose to season it. I wouldn't add any salt in it. I just added like a little bit more pepper and a little bit more red pepper flakes, because I just like my stuff a little bit on the peppery side. So I did that off camera. And once the spinach is wilted, the soup is complete. So you could top this soup off with a ricotta cheese. I chose to do Parmesan, and I paired it with some nice bread, a nice sourdough baguette. It was perfect. It was hearty. It was creamy, and it was the right spice level. Absolutely recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. You can give me a follow over at Instagram, king_Petty LaBelle, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.